Hi everyone, this is Nollywho. Nollywho is a production of Clout Africa that focuses on film and television in Nollywood and on the continent, as well as the contributions of Africans in the diaspora to cinema. This week, we are joined by our resident critic, Frank.
Hi guys, very happy and excited to be here once again, as usual.
Yes, so Frank and I, um, dissect topics around Nollywood about film and television as it relates to projects on the continent and the challenges that the continent has with, advancing the craft and advancing the industry. And this week we are just going to banter actually about what was, in my opinion, the best film of 2020. Ah, okay, so second best film, sorry. Milkmaid is number one. This one is number two.
I'm not even
Let me
sure it
know.
was number two, but
Okay. Omo Ghetto!
yes, I'm actually very excited to talk about Omo Ghetto.
Like, yes, like, see, there are two women that I
Okay.
stand in Nollywood
Yep,
with a passion.
yep,
Like that. See,
yep.
we go enter the game and you should call Funke Akindele
One.
and Mary Remy Njoku.
Oh no, the devil works hard, but Mary Remy works harder.
Like,
And she's
no-
so. I think interesting thing with Mary Remy is I've always wondered how she does so much work and she's not really.
she doesn't care.
Yeah,
Not making
she's
any
just
noise
yeah,
about
she's
it.
just really.
She's like, Nyemego. Where
Once
is
the
my
money
money?
is there, a true Igbo queen. I stand. I actually stand. I stand.
But yeah, so those are the two women that I stand the most in Nollywood. I would say in the film industry in Africa as a whole.
Mhm.
Genevieve comes like a close
Wabu?
third-ish. Girl. Like, no. let's not go there. But yeah, so Mary Remy is number one.
Okay.
Because she's a bad bitch.
Yep.
Who takes no prisoners.
Yep.
Who if you know Mary's story, I don't know. Like, Mary was an actress back in the day,
Yeah.
and she was doing beat roles, and then she got that role on Blackberry Babes
Yeah.
as a bad bitch.
Ooh.
And when she got that role in Blackberry Babes, she was like, you know what, I'm going to leverage this into something. And she married Jason Joko, and everybody was like, oh, this woman, she's a gold digger. She married this guy so she can chop his money. And Mary's like, see, now me, now get the idea.
Exactly.
I'm the one with the business ideas.
And she's just been amazing at what rock.
Like, do you know what it means to sell rock studios to Studio Canal
Oh my
in less
God.
than 5 years? Like, she scaled and she exited. How many tech bros can say that?
Wow. You didn't have to go there.
How many tech bros can say that they built a business from scratch without external
They're
revenue,
getting
without
there, they're
investment,
getting
no Series
there.
A funding, no Series B funding,
They're
and they
getting-
scaled and they
girl,
exited? How
your voice
many?
is too loud. I said they're getting there. Pestack has opened the door. The rest are coming behind.
So yeah, like, give her her dues.
No,
And of course,
she
there's
deserves
Funke
it.
Akindele, who
Yeah.
essentially took this one character, Jennifer, and has built it into a franchise, into a multi-million dollar. I'm not even saying naira.
Yeah.
Multi-million-dollar franchise.
Yeah.
Because I found out in January when I went to see my aunt and my nephews that Scene One Productions, which is Funke Akindele's production company, has a whole other business
Oh my God.
creating educational content for children in Yoruba.
Yeah.
And that thing, I think like the videos I saw were like millions and millions and millions of views, and all those videos are monetized. So she is cashing out.
She knows what she's really smart. I think when I realized she was smart was when she built Scene One.
Yes.
And because literally people were paying for Iroko because of Jennifer's Diaries.
Yes.
And she knew that and then just switched the whole thing to Scene One. And obviously the money's moved because Jennifer's Diary was on mainstream television, it was a terrestrial television, but people in the diaspora who are in this case like the paying
customers,
just knew that they wanted to, and so once she moved, they followed, and I think that sort of set the ball rolling for the other ones, even the ones that failed, who I would not mention, but it was just brilliant. It was a brilliant move, and we could argue that we have seen a lot of Jennifer, but she will keep giving it to us, and we keep going.
And we'll keep taking.
Yeah, we'll keep going.
We'll keep taking. Like Funke Akindele is a She's a masterclass in how to create a product,
Mm-hmm.
market that product, mine nostalgia from that product,
Yeah.
expand that product into a universe. Because Jennifer, we now know that whatever happens in Jennifer is happening in the Askamaya universe.
Exactly. Even if like I mean she's maybe doing a better job than
She is.
Charles.
She is doing a better job than Charles Okwaleke of Play, because
Yeah.
like her universe, the Askamaya universe is fully realized. Which kind of brings us back to Omo Ghetto, because Omo Ghetto happens in the Askamaya universe,
Yeah.
which is where the Askamaya series is happening. What's the name? What's the name? There's the name of the series. I can't
Uh,
remember the name of the
um
series.
the Askamaya one.
Yes.
I can't remember myself.
There's a series that's
Yeah.
happening in that Askamaya town
Yeah.
that has nothing to do.
Something babes.
Yeah, something babes. Yeah, there's that series that's happening in the
Yeah.
Askamaya universe. And then of course there's Omo Ghetto the film, which is an unrelated story, which is a sequel of an original story that came out 10 years ago. Do you know
Brilliant.
the kind of longevity you have to do a
So
sequel 10 years after the original film, and ensure that that sequel is a standalone film, but it provides a lot of joy and a lot of, recognition value to the people who watched the original film 10
mhm.
years ago?
Yeah.
That is a lot of
No.
smart filmmaking.
Yeah, it's really, really excellent work in the middle of a pandemic to do that whole
Yes.
highest grossing film.
It's
Wow.
and she's not done. Like, it's
Oh,
still in
it's still
cinemas.
making money. It would remain in. So we're
We're
in
in
February.
February,
Yeah,
yes.
I feel like it would be there for
Minimum
till
of a 3 month, a three
exactly.
month run, because
Yeah,
she did all of this in the first month of what is possibly a 3 month run. So from what we're saying, like, she will eventually do probably between 700 million to 1 billion.
I
One
won't be
billion
surprised.
is, a very generous estimate. 700 million a conservative estimate, but she's crossed. I think she's about almost at 600
Yeah,
now.
now, yeah, at the time of
And
recording
600
this,
million, I can honestly say that that film cost a fraction of what
I'm sure
Wedding
it.
Party cost to
Yeah, it
make.
was. It was.
All those other films cost to make, and there were so many people that got a chance to reinvent
I
themselves
agree.
in Omo Ghetto
Omo
the
Ghetto.
saga.
Yeah, I agree. There were a lot of them. Let's even start from the obvious fact that Omo Ghetto was sold out
Yes,
literally everywhere. I
yes,
remember when
everywhere, every
it
day.
was literally sold out. We went to see it and we had to wait
Yes, an
extra.
hour,
Yeah,
like an hour
yeah,
and a
because
half,
the showing we actually went for was
had
sold
sold out.
out.
Like, it was sold out. The two showings before were sold out. Like, they were sold out hours. People would come in the morning to book their tickets for the evening
In
of that day.
in an actual
Pandemic.
pandemic. This was even very interesting because I think during the time Omageto was out,
Hmm.
fresh out in cinemas, you had Wonder Woman.
Yes,
Yeah,
Wonder
you
Woman.
had there was another
We had Wonder Woman. You had Nneka the Pretty Serpent. You had Rattlesnake, which
exactly,
were those were the two biggest films, quote unquote, in promotion and in budget in Nollywood in 2020.
and you had Omageto moving like there was a cinema I think in Abeokuta that cancelled Wonder Woman showing
Yes, completely.
because people came to see Omageto and
And
the
they could not they could not
which
justify
actually makes a
having,
lot of
yes,
sense at the end of the day. So yeah, like, and I feel like one of the things we should actually even be like, I mean, people should generally be gunning for now is to have a sit down with her and just
yeah,
understand,
and
like,
like, yeah, if people are here, because I would say Dotun,
oh my
I'm
god,
saying this specifically to you. Please make it happen. We want to have Funke and Zubi Michael come on the show, and
oh, I
just like,
liked
so we can
Zubi, I liked
so
Zubi.
we can just talk about the show. And so please make it happen. And Eniola Badmos, please, we want three of
Oh
them
no, they
just
were
come on the show.
excellent.
And,
They were excellent. They were excellent. Did you have standout performances from?
yes, Chioma Akpota.
Oh my god! Oh
Chioma
my
Akpota
god!
is, I feel like we are seeing Chioma Akpota for the very first time as an actress.
I agree.
Her entire career, she has been underutilized.
I
She has been
agree.
underused. She has been under challenged, obviously, because apart from the fact that Choma gave a stellar performance as an actress, Choma actually changed for that film.
It
You could
wasn't.
tell that she lost weight for the
Yeah.
film. She changed her hair. She changed her branding. Like, she was she fully immersed in that Askamaya universe,
Mm-hmm.
and she delivered what was the most. So it was a performance that was very tough, but it was also very soft. Like, you could tell that this person actually cared about representing the character she was playing,
Yeah.
showing the multiple sides to that character.
Mm-hmm.
I've never seen an Lata, which is like a tomato seller, a
Yeah.
food seller, be represented with that kind of grit. Like, this is
No.
somebody who, I have plans. There are things I want to do with my life. I take a lot of pride, and I like that specifically, that she took a lot of pride in the food that she
She
made.
was, yeah.
Like,
Oh, no, she
there was a
loved
lot of
it.
pride. There was a lot
Yeah.
of, this is what I do.
It was just really proper.
Yes, it was. So I was excited for Chimakota, and I'm just like, I want to see her in more films
I agree.
with a director like Funke Akindele that is like, you know what? I'm going to challenge you. I'm going to push you into a role that is unconventional. I'm going to give you the tools to immerse yourself in that role. We're going to change your hair. We're going to create the soundtrack. We're going to do all these things so you can fully thrive in this
Yeah.
role. So she was a revelation. Another revelation was Zubi Michael.
Oh no, Zubi. I'm not sure I have actually seen Zubi in anything as brilliant as
Yes.
in I think so. Even he stood out among that cult, among that gang. Whenever he said stuff, whenever he did stuff, you just knew he was present, very very much present.
Yeah.
And I'm actually very enthusiastic to see what he works on next. I actually followed him on Instagram afterwards, and I've just been seeing him working on a few other projects after Omo Ghetto, and I'm just really happy for him that he got that opportunity to do something.
To play such a layered character, and has all these motivations and all these ideas to explore.
Yeah.
I also think that so this is an unpopular opinion, and I might get, tweeted to death for it.
What have you said, or what are you saying now?
I think that Omo Ghetto, story-wise and story execution-wise, was the film that Ojukokoro by Dario Laiton could have been.
Remind me of what happened to Ojukokoro again.
Ojukokoro was the film where the security guard tries to steal money from his drug dealing boss, and then there's the detective that was chasing all of them, and
then
this is
it's
all of the story.
I agree.
And the whole thing about Ojukokoro, the thing Ojukokoro tried to show was that it understood street life in Nigeria.
Yeah.
And it did a decent job, but there was still a lot of friction. You could tell that these people were acting. But Omo Ghetto, it didn't feel like acting. It felt like this could be Abuleja, this could be Ajegule. There was no loss in translating that idea onto film. And
it was seamless.
Yes, it was seamless. And that was partly because Funke Akindele was completely committed to the character. She was fine being ugly. She was fine being street.
Yeah, Raz.
It was like she finally found the vehicle to explore that Jennifer Raz roots, but without because the difference between Jennifer and her Raz character in Omo Ghetto, is that Jennifer is aspirational.
Wannabe.
Jennifer is trying desperately to be a soji babe. But this character is completely at peace with being herself.
Loves.
And I think that's one of the things that Nollywood has never really gotten. They've never really gotten that poor people, in their world is an enclosed world. It's a self-realized world. They don't need to be in VI to be actualized.
Yeah.
In that Ajegule,
stories,
they have a full immersive life in Ajegule. It's 360.
Yeah.
They don't ever need to go out to experience life.
Sorry to cut in, but like when you say this now, it reminds me of like I didn't think of this prior to you saying this, and it's just really exciting because within that circle there is like a lot that's happening.
Yes.
There's stuff going on, and so it doesn't have to necessarily be aspirational.
Yes.
I don't have to want to leave the ghetto. I mean, I necessarily maybe don't want to be in the ghetto, but I have a life there, and you can explore that in possible projects. Not necessarily I'm about to leave and all of that whole stuff. Yeah.
And it's very important because one of the themes of Omo Ghetto is that I had the chance to get out, but I said no because I have value here.
Yeah.
They have people that are depending on me here. There are children and teenagers who are looking up to me
Yeah.
as a role model.
Yeah.
And we fail to realize when we make films where the people in the ghetto are aspirational and trying to leave, that they are social ties that keep people where they are. They could leave. Like, her
Easily.
character could leave easily at any point in time because there was a rich stepmother who was willing to. In fact, part of the
Wanted.
story was that she left, but she couldn't, like,
Defiance,
the pool just
basically.
kept taking her back. And it was very, very refreshing and delightful to explore that idea that somebody can say, you know what, I've seen this money that people are always talking about in Hollywood, and I don't want it. Like, it's not worth it.
It's not doing me anything. It's not moving me.
So, and I think a lot of people resonated with that because a lot of people feel a lot of pressure to blow, to expand, next level. But Omo Ghetto is like, you know what?
I'm good.
I'm good.
Like, it's okay to be.
I will come to your 60th birthday party with Igbo in my rice.
Ooh. And there's nothing you can, like, everything will be all right at the end of the day. Yeah.
So yeah, I love that. I love that. I also love the fact that it showed that a lot of people, because of this desire to be aspirational, they exploit the ghetto people. It was kind of like a metaphor for how government and politicians, they come and make all these stories that we're one of you, but want to help you get out. Give us your money, give us your time, give us your this, give us your that. When we get out, we're going out with you. We are going to be loyal to you.
Yeah.
And then when they get an opportunity, they dump people. So there were so many like stories that she wasn't preachy, but she showed that these are concerns that people have. That people who are poor, people who are considered lower class, are exploited often by people who are aspirational, who see them as disposable in my journey to become somebody, to do something. And you know, if after I finish using this person, I can now, you know, ditch them to go and do my real life, to find my Instagram babe with big nyash. Sorry. But yes.
I'm good.
I don't know. I just feel very strongly about this film.
I agree. I actually agree with you. Like, very salient points were made about that. It may not be and I feel like that's the good thing about it. Like you said, it's not exactly really, really preachy, which would be a problem if it's all up in your face, sort of like slapstick, like, oh, you know what, just take that.
Yeah.
This is just underlying stuff, stuff that it's maybe existing beneath the actual story, and it's really, really exciting.
It's really exciting.
Yeah.
And the best part about Omo Ghetto is that the main character.
Yeah.
So because I feel like people feel like there needs to be a journey in film, especially in Nollywood films, where you either repent or you get rich or you do something. The person she is at the beginning of the film is exactly who she is at the end of the film. It's just that stuff has happened in her life at that point that has changed. But she's still the same person. She still has the same motivations. She still is like, she's a reliable narrator.
Yeah.
We know exactly where her loyalties lie. You know what she cares about. She cares about her ghetto. She cares about her friends, her friendships. In fact, that's another thing about Omo Ghetto that wasn't really, like, it was very subtle, but it was also very obvious. It was about female friendships in the ghetto. Like, because films like 50 and films like Wedding Party and all of them, their friendships are very superficial and uppity and everything. And we kind of forget that, you know, the person that is selling rice and the person that supplies her rice, they're friends.
Yeah.
And their friendship is strong.
Really
and
strong.
it's valid. And she's like, yeah, these friendships are valid. Like, because Eniola Badmos's character is very unreliable. She's a very unreliable friend.
Yeah.
But she's their friend.
She is. She's in their circle.
She's in their circle. And
they did things for each other.
Yes.
You're just like, yeah. Even when Lefty found a way to steal fabrics for the wedding.
Yes.
Or even when they got the white chick and just brought her in, you just knew that they were, you know, coming through for each other, helping each other every now and then. Even when oh my God, at the beginning of the film when Lefty got into trouble with Yemi Alade's character, they were all just there, you know, looping themselves. Yeah. And it's just shows you what's friendship, female friendship.
Yeah, female friendship. So there were just a lot of, like, and the beauty of it all is that Funke Akindele did all of this in this film without ever having to point at it or insult her audience by saying, look at what we're doing. We're doing female friendships. Haha.
I feel like that is directed at somebody,
Yeah,
but
so
yeah.
we're doing female friendships. Haha. We're doing complicated lead female characters
Oh
with
God.
clashing
Oh
motivations.
my God.
Ooh.
Okay, we know who you're talking about now,
But
very
yeah, so
evidently.
it's like, so I feel like Funke Akindele has just shown everybody that, see, oh, all these years that I was in the background, it's not because I didn't know what to do. It's because I was studying.
Yeah.
And when I came back and I decided to do my 10th anniversary of Omo Ghetto, I brought 10 years of experience doing Jennifer. I
Hmm.
brought 10 years of experience understanding female friendships. I got 10 years of understanding the ghetto that I came from. And knowing that, see, the fact that I'm in MN Estates doesn't mean that I've forgotten my roots
Yeah.
or where I come from. And at the end of the day, I care about you people. We joke about it, but the vast majority of Nigerians are poor.
Yeah.
And this is the first time in a long time that their stories are told with dignity.
And not, yeah, I
Like,
agree.
their stories are
Actually
told with
agree.
dignity. Like, she at no point is Lefty's character a she's not a good person.
No.
Like, she steals, she
Yeah.
lies,
Yeah.
she she treats her stepmother badly, but she has a moral code and she has principles,
Mm-hmm.
and she sticks to that moral code and those principles. And those principles are enough for her.
They keep
And
her
because she
going.
understands, like, she has clearly outlined, these are my principles, this is who I am, she's able to determine, okay, this is not good for me.
Yeah.
This is good for me. She's able to challenge her friendships and say, okay, based on the friendship we have and based on who you know I am, this is not me. Like, when she has the whole issue with her boyfriend, everybody's like, Lefty, no be you be this. Like, this, no be so they do. Why you did, like, and she's like, that because I love him. I love
Exactly.
him. That's why they pepper me for body, but I love him. And so you're able to empathize with that.
Yeah.
This is her
You
moral
get
code.
it.
These are her principles. She's like, I was in the streets and nobody took care of me, and I don't want these young boys and girls to be selling drugs at
Yeah.
13. I don't. Like, I will lie, but at
That
least get
one,
to 18
I'm not
first before you
there.
come and join.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that complexity of being a complex character who is not good but has a moral code, has things that they will not do, and that being consistent in the entire film was refreshing to
It
see.
was. It
And
was.
I will not lie, I'm excited for the next film that Funke Akindele is
Funke
going to
does.
do.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm actually very. I want to see her do more stuff.
Yes.
I want to see her work on. I don't want her to be one toned, if that's
Mm-hmm.
the word. I want her to explore everything she can possibly explore.
Because
She,
even Your Excellency,
yeah,
we panned it. Yes, we panned Your Excellency. That it wasn't a great film, but you could tell that Funke Akindele, the fact that she was a producer, she kind of got the Nigerian politician.
yeah,
It was a great
yeah.
character study of the Nigerian
It was,
politician.
it was, it was, it was. If it's on that, it was very well, because I remember after watching Your Excellency, like there were things that happened there that played in my. There was
Mm-hmm.
this a jaga dance or whatever they called
Yeah.
it. I just like I thought of it every now and
Mm-hmm.
then, and it was just a perfect, like you said, an understudy of
Yeah.
how these things work. It wasn't the best film entirely, but
Yeah.
there
You
was
could tell that there was a lot of thought
yeah,
that
that
went
went
into
into it.
the
Yeah.
character, especially her character
Mm-hmm.
and how her character interfaced with
The other
the chief,
Shafi Bello
yeah, with
and
Shafi
even
Bello
Chief
and the chief. So you could tell
Akinori's.
that, okay, these are the places where she had control, creative control, and these are the places where she didn't have creative control. So it was obvious, and I think that most importantly, we cannot really talk about Omo Ghetto as a project without talking about the fact that social media hype doesn't mean shit.
Hmm.
Like, left to social media hype, if you did social listening for Omo Ghetto, you wouldn't even know that it was in cinemas.
Yeah.
But because she actually targeted the audience that she wanted, word of mouth recommendations is how that film made the money it made.
I agree. I
I
agree.
recommended it to people.
I
I
did.
paid for people to go and see Omo Ghetto.
Ooh.
I did. Like,
I wouldn't have thought.
because my niece was like, "Oh, I want to see a film." And I'm like, "You're going to see a film in I won't
It
say
has to
Nollywood
be
film.
Omo
That's
Ghetto.
Omo Ghetto." And I paid
Yeah.
for her to go and see it. I paid for her. I paid for her friends. Because I was like, this is a film that I will feel excited for people to see. And when you come back, I don't have any like I expect you to be happy, and they were happy, and they had a good time. And it's been such a long time
You
since we
just
had
had those
a
films
film that
like
wasn't
that.
self-righteous or self-aggrandizing or had like Nengi somehow appear in a cameo somewhere, and it's like, okay, what is she doing in this film? So it's been a while since we had that, and I'm just like really, really excited and
Mhm.
proud.
I am. It was.
It's a great film,
It was.
and the best part about the film is that it didn't take itself too seriously.
That's the thing. So when I saw Omo Ghetto, what I said was, it is what Sugar Rush thought it was.
Yes, it did. There was not. It's even great that you bring up Sugar Rush, because the cardinal difference between Sugar Rush and Omo Ghetto is that everything that happens in Omo Ghetto can happen in real life.
Yeah.
But the core premise of Sugar Rush, which is I pick $800,000
Just
on the road
like
for no reason.
that. Right.
That would never happen in real
God,
life. And so
please.
once you have such an unrealistic premise, everything else is just like, oh, I have to
Mm,
suspend belief
yeah.
to give you the benefit of the doubt
I'm
that you're a great
it's
director
literally
and blah
hanging
blah.
on a thread at this
So yeah,
point.
no.
Yeah.
So it's just great to have a film that we feel proud of.
I actually felt really
It's
proud of.
something I haven't felt in such a long time.
Yeah, like
Pride.
I'm trying to think of last time I felt that I was really excited. In short, after I saw Omo Ghetto, I went to stream that Sumeyin song
Yeah.
on Spotify. I streamed because that was for me a way of
Giving her coins.
yeah.
Like, have your coins.
I'm just like, and I saw it again and I'm just like, you know what? This is excellent. I can't wait to watch it on Netflix again when if it makes
like with my crew and we gist and we
I'm
laugh
just
and the language, even the languages, like language, they were accurate. They
they were.
They were accurate. It's
They came true. I think everybody. I'm trying to find a character that I'm not sure. Okay, maybe one that I remember.
Yeah, there's one character, but we're not going to name names because
there's one character that was really
that person is enjoying a very positive moment in their life right now, and I would not like to introduce any negativity.
Oh my god!
So we're going to allow that slide.
Yeah, that was the only person, but I think every other person.
Yeah, every other person did they did a great job.
I really liked seeing what's his name, Deyemi.
Yes.
Yeah.
Do that dichotomy of Boti and Paco.
Exactly.
And do it well.
He was
the only
really
other person
great.
that does it, and I'm sorry, we have issues, but yeah. The only other person that I feel like crosses that bridge with that kind of ease is Dorcas Shola Fapson. And I wish she'd come back to cinema.
Oh my god, yes.
I wish she'd come back because
she can be really posh and really raz at oh my god. Yes.
She does it so really well. Like, and I please, Dorcas, please come back to Nollywood. Give us more films. I don't know. I think she's in the UK or something. No, please come back.
The time she's
you deserve an Oscar, baby girl. Like, come back.
Done, like awards. Like she was nominated a really big award. AMVC, right?
Yeah, I think
for a film she did. Yeah, she's an excellent actress.
Excellent. So please come back. But yeah, so this was great. Because sometimes we get a little too serious. But
it's
so it's nice to just like to have something we can just farms so like Funke Akindele. You can just like send us an email.
Yeah,
lunch, dinner, anyone.
Oh my god, I don't mind. I will show up.
We will show up
with our Ghetto anthem. We are there.
So thank you everybody.
Oh my god! If you haven't seen Omo Ghetto, go watch it. By the way,
like before I get out of cinema, take your friends, take your family, take your mom. Like your mom would love this film. Your dad would love this film. It's a family film. So just like give her coins so that when she makes the 1 billion and she goes to Hollywood and says, "Oh yeah, I want to make another film," everybody's like, "Yes, dear.
They're going to give.
Here is my wallet. Make the film."
Yeah,
like so,
pretty much.
Yeah. So please support the film. Support Omo Ghetto. Omo Ghetto is really great, and that's our official verdict on the film. Thank you everybody for listening to the episode today. This is Nollywho, a production of Clout Africa, where we focus on film and television on the continent, as well as the contributions of Africans in the diaspora to cinema. If you like this episode, please like, subscribe, and share with your friends and family. And from me and Frank, peace.
Au revoir. Take care.
Clout. Reach out.